We have a lot to be excited for in Jackson. A lot's happened in 2022 and a lot has changed. I know that all of you, like me, have a forward vision for our city. Over the last year, we've made great strides in reaching for our future. I'm so proud of everything that we've worked together to accomplish. Sure, there are going to be bumps in the road along the way, new challenges to new issues, but we are working daily to position Jackson for a better and brighter future. And believe me, Jackson is making the comeback and people are noticing. What you all have allowed me to do over the past year is to meet some of our old challenges head on, face the issues of today, and plan for the successes of the future. Some of the highlights from 2022 include Operation Rasmus. Simply put, repair our stuff, maintain our stuff. The city's facilities have been the victim of long neglect. Even before COVID-19, we knew that we would have to make upgrades, improvements, and repairs in many of our parks and facilities. This year, we accomplished the renovation of Melissa's Park that included the tennis courts and volleyball courts. Both were unusable, and now they're in excellent condition. The renovation of the Westwood Indoor Tennis Center that included the new court surface. We replaced all soccer goals for league play at North Park. The installation of a brand new playground equipment at Stella Duncan Park, Conger Park, and Muse Park. We added a new roofing installation at T.R. White. We upgraded the outdoor marquee and an animated LED board at the Civic Center. We updated the HVAC system at the Civic Center to allow it to be more comfortable. Restoration work was completed at the Rockabilly Stadium. We're beginning a new master plan for the revitalization of Muse Park. Due to our focus on upgrades, we were also able to host the following events in our Recreation and Parks Department. We hosted our inaugural Hub City Senior Talent Showcase. This allowed seniors 60 plus to spotlight their talents. This program encourages our seniors to remain active while boosting their mental, physical, and emotional well-being. We hosted our first Hub City Youth Health Expo in partnership with SWAG and North Parkway Middle School. Over 150 of Jackson's youth attended this all-day event on health and wellness. The Jackson Sportsplex saw 1,113 teams play in tournaments, the highest since 2015, including our highest fall numbers ever recorded. The Jackson Fairgrounds Park successfully secured a new flea market. The Wiz Jr. kicked off our 2022 NED season in July with sold-out performances. Over 1,000 adults and almost 1,000 children engaged in performances as actors, volunteers, and audience. We hosted our first Learn to Fish Days with TWRA for community youth. Youth were partnered with mentors that taught them about nature and everything from how to bait to how to fish. We hosted our first Back to School Bash in partnership with Better Balance Foundation for community youth and families to come get free book bags filled with school supplies. Police and fire personnel volunteered and engaged with families at this event and gave out over 500 backpacks. We hosted a financial aid frenzy where we collaborated with SWAG and T.R. White and Westwood Computer Labs. Financial aid advisors from Union University and Lane College volunteered to assist students and parents to complete their financial aid applications for college. We provided Drumming in the Parks for families. This program encourages self-expression, teamwork, and improved socialization skills. We held monthly mental health awareness sessions addressing and educating participants on various mental health topics and mindful practices to help them cope. The tragic death of Eliza Fletcher in Memphis in September shook us all. It was way too close for home. And as I said then, as someone who's never had to worry about running alone in the morning or late at night, that tragedy gave me a different perspective. And we're making lighting upgrades and better improvement for our security in our parks. We also held our first and second women's self-defense training classes. These free classes were offered at Westwood Center and T.R. White. Women deserve to feel safe. And I hope that those hundreds of participants left there feeling safer. On infrastructure, we must plan for the future. And we've made great gains. We've established an annual street resurfacing program focused on data. We're developing a construction inspection program. We're in the process of our city-wide stormwater assessment program. This will give us concrete data on how to prioritize our stormwater needs. Our Health and Sanitation Department has worked tirelessly to improve antiquated systems. They worked hand in hand with Keep Jackson Beautiful to increase public awareness and education when it comes to litter and recycling initiatives. No Trash November was a huge success, bringing both awareness and removing litter from our streets. After a full year into the solid waste contract and hiring of a quality assurance officer to monitor compliance, Waste Management has operated at 99% performance level, servicing approximately 180,000 pickups per month. One goal for 2022 was to improve bulk waste services. And on January 1st, the new bulk waste scheduling system went into place. See, residents are going to be able to go online and schedule when they can get their bulk waste removed. This, combined with our mobile bulk waste convenience centers where residents can carry items to be dropped off that day. Another goal for the past 2 years now, and something I hear everywhere, is recycling. We hired a new recycling coordinator last year and proposed and received approval for the Jackson Recycling Center. This will be a staff center that will continue to take paper, cardboard, metals, and expand collection to certain plastics. Our animal care center adopted out over 1,200 animals in 2022. The street department closed out 2,200 pothole tickets. Our IT department began the installation phase of our Tyler Munis technology. This technology will transform our financial software and help us immensely with tracking, reporting, and accounting for your money. Our risk management department worked in 2022 to reduce on-the-job injury days by 80%, and the cost of claims were down 44%. Our general fund balance has increased to $37 million in 2022, up from $16 million when I took office. Our general obligation debt is down to $43 million from $76 million when I took office. Increased accountability and good stewardship allowed us to be able to move quickly to purchase a service merchandise plot. And we have the best fire department, police department, and central dispatch in the state. I say that everywhere I go because it's true. The fire department responded to 6,390 total responses. That included fire responses, ruptures, EMS service, weather-related calls, and more. That amounted to a 21% increase over the previous year. They also graduated 23 EMTs from Jackson State. Turnout gear was replaced for all firefighters. This allows for each firefighter to have 2 sets. And we trained around 100 citizens for the cardiac arrest rapid response team. Our police department never stops. We have some of the best, most committed law enforcement professionals, and they deserve our profound thanks and gratitude. The department is led by ethical and professional leaders. I'm proud of the leadership Chief Tom Corley has shown in his first year as chief. Our traffic unit was evaluated in March of 2022 and reassigned to primarily function as a traffic law enforcement team, as opposed to a traffic accident response team. At the end of the year, when you compare the data to 2021, these efforts led to a 10% decrease in total crashes, 17% decrease in injuries sustained in crashes, 67% decrease in fatality crashes, and a 9% decrease in property damage crashes. This year at JPD, Major Crimes Division was formed. The Major Crimes Unit, Gang Unit, Metro Narcotics, Street Crime, and NIBIN were merged to form a new division. Although the daily operations of these respective units have remained the same, there has been a significant change in how the units interact and work together. The creation of the new division has allowed members of the team to work outside of their assigned units and has led to a better and more well-rounded division. We have instituted a new on-call schedule that has paired proactive officers, street crimes and gang unit investigators, and reactivated officers with the Major Crimes Unit investigators to respond to scenes together. The results have been a more effective and efficient preliminary investigations on scene that help lead to earlier suspect identification and crime scene processing. Also, our police department and human resources departments have worked together to provide an opportunity for officers to sell back accrued time that they were not able to use. As a result, officers sold back over 5,780 hours. This not only provides the officers with an extra paycheck of sorts at the end of the year, it also kept us from hiring new officers on overtime to replace those who were taking off. Throughout all this work, JPD logged over 1,230 hours of community interaction time talking to citizens and in neighborhoods. Last year, we launched our Love Your Block program. In year 1, we completed 61 small home repairs across 9 projects in East Jackson. We engaged 150 volunteers, removed over 17,000 pounds of debris and trash, and realized $26,000 in cost savings for residents through materials and labor donations. Repairs like these help low-income and elderly homeowners in their homes, increase neighborhood and civic pride, improve the appearance of the neighborhood, and increase property values. We made community engagement a priority. We held 6 community engagement sessions to include City Council district town halls, along with 6 downtown roundtable discussions. And from our community engagement efforts, we developed a spend plan for over $900,000 of our community impact ARPA funds to go directly to nonprofit organizations and programs focused on housing, utility assistance, and home repairs. We launched our Neighborhood Academy this year, a 6-month learning opportunity for residents to learn more about city services and become neighborhood champions for their community. In March of 2022, we officially opened the Jackson Financial Empowerment Center in partnership with the United Way of West Tennessee. The Jackson Financial Empowerment Center offers no-cost, professional one-on-one financial counseling to any client for as many sessions as desired, with the goals of reducing debt, improving credit, building savings, and increasing access to safe and affordable banking options. We completed the bid process for a construction management contract to build the men's homeless shelter. Site acquisition and demolition has been completed, and we're now in the process of finalizing the contract, and we'll be announcing official groundbreaking very soon. We received a grant from AARP to pilot a community fridge program for providing fresh food access to residents, in addition to the existing network of blessing boxes for non-perishables. The fridges are located at First United Methodist Church in downtown and Jacoa on East Chester. I was surprised to receive an email in October from the owners of the land where the Jackson PLAZA and service merchandise sit. I had the date marked on my calendar of when the land lease was going to expire in 2026. I was thrilled to work with Brad Snyder and be able to acquire that property for the city. A huge shout out and a big thanks to the Greater Jackson Chamber and its CEO Kyle Spurgeon and others that helped us facilitate so many great advancements. As all of you know, the Jackson PLAZA area, service merchandise in particular, has sat vacant and empty for over 20 years. Right now we're in the planning phase for demolition. Also, we're looking soon to engage a firm to assist us with the planning in this area for an arena and convention center. It's past time. Despite reviewing and approving subdivision plats reaching around 750 lots, we have a housing shortage. The current supply chain factors into that along with other factors. What we're going to do is expand our civic master plan in preparation for the impact of Blue Oval City. We're going to complete the zoning ordinance rewrite to produce quality, efficient, and sustainable development. With the growth, we're going to have to build 2 new fire stations in the Great Wolf Lodge area and Lower Brownsville area. We're also going to have to build a public safety complex that's state-of-the-art. We are going to work to recruit and retain employees. Every business, every company and organization is feeling the crunch right now. We have to make sure that all of our employees are paid adequate wages so that we can continue to hire top-notch employees. We have to continue also to staff up to keep up with the growth of our city and prepare for the future growth. Due to several factors, including employee shortages and supply chain issues, we have not seen as many bids come through the bid process as we would like. More bids creates more competition that creates better prices for you, the taxpayer. I've previously said in the State of the City that we were going to use technology to fundamentally transform the way we did business in Jackson. Now it's time to change the way that you do business with Jackson. We're going to work to recruit new vendors to the table, and we'll work to quicken payment to vendors. We're going to make our bid process even more transparent and simpler. This is a good thing for all of us. We have to continue to monitor, maintain, and invest in our operations. Thankfully, we have an all-star city council who are serious partners in governance, problem solving, and planning. They act effectively and with respect. I appreciate each one of them so much for their vision and support. I was also glad to gain a partner on the county side this year when the county elected A.J. Massey as our county mayor. Mayor Massey knows what it takes to keep a county moving in the right direction, and I'm glad to partner with him. Throughout the struggles and the issues that we faced over the last 50-plus years, Jackson is resilient. And who knows, in no time, someone will name us the fastest growing metropolitan area in America. Ladies and gentlemen, the state of our city is strong. It's the strongest it has ever been, but not as strong as we will ever see it because we will keep growing stronger together. Some or all of what I said may seem impossible. So did the Berlin Wall coming down. So did reaching the moon. We have to be in that mind frame now. What is our next wall to come down? What is our next moon to reach? Thank you all very much.